Everyone, today we are going to discuss increasing and decreasing functions. Children, the name is only suggesting us that increasing means if your graph goes in upward direction, then it is your increasing function. If your graph comes down, then it is your decreasing function, either in this way or in this way. Children, it is increasing function when it is f dash x greater than 0, and it is decreasing if f dash x comes out to be less than 0. So whenever we have the conditions satisfied as f dash x is greater than 0, then for that it will be, that means the function will be strictly increasing. Strictly means here it is continuously moving in upward direction. Strictly decreasing means continuously it is moving downwards. You can have the graph like this also, like it is moving here in upward direction, then it becomes stable over here, and then it comes down. So this is neither increasing nor decreasing. That means from the interval this to this is increasing, up till here to here, this in this interval it is a constant, and from interval this to this it is your decreasing function. So these are actually known as the critical points, and we can find out the critical points by finding the derivative of the given function. So if your derivative of the function is coming out to be greater than 0, then your function is increasing. If your f dash x is coming out to be less than 0, then it is your decreasing. And if it is at x equal to 0, it gives you some constant value, then it is a stable or a constant function, or we can say a constant function. And constant function can be written as like y equal to let's suppose 3, or y equal to -5. So these are the constant functions which you have read in class 11. Now children, whenever you want to find whether the given function is increasing or decreasing, then you have to follow 3 steps. First of all, you need to calculate f dash x, equate it to 0 and find all the critical points. Then in second step, you need to check for these critical points whether it is increasing or decreasing. And thirdly, you will be plotting it on the number line. And this number line will give us a clear-cut idea that in this interval the given function is increasing or decreasing. Let's see how we can apply these steps in the given questions. Children, see in this question it is given fx equal to this, show that the function is strictly increasing on R. So first of all we need to calculate derivative of this function. So f dash x will be equal to just 3. That means I am getting y equal to 3. That means I am getting it as a constant function, but then this y dash is greater than 0. If f dash x, this can also be written as f dash x. If f dash x or y dash comes out to be greater than 0, then we can say that function is strictly increasing on R. This is giving me a positive value, 3 is a positive value. That means I can say my y dash is greater than 0. Therefore the function is strictly increasing on R. Let's see the next question. If your function is given to you as 2 raised to power e raised to power 2x, and you need to show that it is strictly increasing on R. So let's say we'll find out f dash x. This will give you, it will give you 2 into e raised to power 2x. Differentiation of e raised to power 2x is 2x, and differentiation of 2x is 2. So this is your f dash x. Now children, if I need to show that it is strictly increasing on R, I need to find out f dash x is greater than 0 or not. So here I'll be calculating, because I am writing it here is strictly increasing on R, so I'll be calculating f dash x is greater than 0 at x greater than the value 0. I'll be calculating it for x equal to 0. I'll be calculating it for x is less than 0 also, because I have to show here that it is strictly increasing on R. So I'll be finding out whether on these three it is strictly increasing or not. So children, this f dash x can be written as twice of, I can expand it in the series form as 1 plus e raised to power 2x, sorry, it is 1 plus 2x plus 2x whole square by factorial 2 plus 2x whole cube by factorial 3 plus and so on. This is the expansion of e raised to power x. Now children, if say I am proving it for x is greater, when x is greater than 0, that means you choose any value of x greater than 0, say I am taking it as 1. So if I take it as 1, or I can simply say this is 1 plus something, that means it is coming out to be positive. For all values greater than 0, this complete value will always be positive. So for x is greater than 0, your f dash x is coming out to be greater than 0. So here it is strictly increasing. It is strictly increasing. Now let's check it for when x equal to 0. When x is 0, then these terms will vanish and I will be getting just 2 into 1. So I am getting here my f dash x equal to 2, which is again a positive value. That is, it is strictly increasing on r here. Now when we are going to find out for x is less than 0, then you suppose that this x is some negative value. So I can simply write this f dash x as, say I am writing it as 2 into e raised to power 2. I am replacing this x with some variable, say minus t. This takes where t is any integer, negative, this t is any negative integer. So this can be written as 2 upon e raised to power 2t. Now this is 2 upon, this is again a positive value, that means 2 upon positive value. But when I am proving it that it is strictly increasing, that means it should be greater than 0. When I cross multiply this, I'll get it as 2 is greater than 0, which is again a positive value. Therefore, I can say it is strictly increasing on r. Now let's discuss this question, children. You are given with function as minus 2x cube minus 9x square minus 12x plus 1, and you have to find out the intervals in which it is strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. So let's differentiate it first. F dash x will be equal to, this will be minus 6x square minus 18x minus 12. This will give me as, I can take 6 common or minus 6 common out of it, and I can get it as x square plus 3x plus 4. Now this is a quadratic equation. I will find out the critical points over here by factorizing it. So I will be factorizing it. This will give me plus 4. This will give me x square plus 2x plus 1x plus 2, and then I can take out x common from here. So this is x plus 2 plus 1 x plus 2. So here I am getting it as minus x plus 2, x plus 1. So here children, I am getting my critical point as x equal to minus 2 and x equal to minus 1. Now this is my first step, that I have got my critical points. Now secondly, I will be plotting it on number line and I'll check it. So here this is your minus infinity to positive infinity. We have minus 2 and minus 1. So let's suppose minus 2 is here and minus 1 is here. Whatever critical points you are getting, you have to plot it on the number line. Now children, when you have plotted this line, you have got the interval from minus infinity to minus 2, minus 2 to minus 1 and minus 1 to infinity. Let's suppose we take any integer over here which lies in this interval. So in this interval, let's suppose I take minus 3. If I'll put minus 3 over here, then I'll be getting it as minus 3 plus 2, that means negative sign over here, minus 3 plus 1 negative sign over here, and this is already negative. So negative into negative is positive and positive into negative is negative. So I am getting it as negative. That means in this interval this is negative, or I can say this is strictly decreasing. Now let's check. Take any number from in between minus 1 and minus 2. So let's say I take it as minus 1.2. So if I take minus 1.2 here, so it will be positive here. So this is positive here. This is already negative here. If I am taking minus 1.2 here, then again I will be getting a negative point. So negative into positive is negative. Negative into negative is positive. That means for this interval I am getting the positive values. That means in this interval the given function is strictly increasing. Now let's suppose any value, let's take 0 in this interval and put it here. So for this minus I will be putting minus. If I put 0 over here I will get a positive value. If I put 0 here, again I will get a positive value. So negative into positive is negative. Negative into positive is again negative. So here I am getting it as negative. That means here again your given function is strictly decreasing. So what I can write? I can write that from minus this to this is strictly decreasing. From minus 2 to minus 1 function is strictly increasing, and from minus 1 to infinity function is again strictly decreasing. So this is how we find out whether the function is strictly increasing or decreasing in the given interval. Children, this is minus 2 over here because this is minus infinity to minus 2. Let's see this question, children. It is given, show that log of 1 plus x minus 2x upon 2 plus x, where x is greater or equal to minus 1, is an increasing function of x throughout its domain. So let's see whether it gives us x is greater than minus 1 or not. So for this we have the function as log of 1 plus x minus 2x by 2 plus x. So let's do our first step, which is to calculate f dash x. So find out the derivative. Log of x is 1 upon 1 plus x and differentiation of x is 1, so no need to write. Here you will be applying quotient rule. That means 2 plus x whole square, v square, v as it is, so this is v as it is, differentiation of this minus this as it is, and differentiation of this will give me just 1. So I am getting it here as 1 upon 1 plus x minus this will give me 4 plus 2x minus 2x whole upon 2 plus x whole square. So here I am getting it as 1 upon 1 plus x minus 4 upon 2 plus x whole square. See. Solve it further, children. So I will be getting it as 1 plus x and 2 plus x whole square is your LCM, and here I will be getting 2 plus x whole square minus 4 1 plus x. So I will be getting it as 4 plus x square plus 4x minus 4x whole upon, let it be 1 plus x and 2 plus x whole square. So here 4x and 4x gone, 4 and 4 gone. So I am now left with x square upon 1 plus x, 2 plus x whole square. Now children, I need to prove that for x greater than minus 1 it is an increasing function of x. Now here to make it increasing function, you need to prove that your f dash x is greater than 0. Now children, this is square term and this is again a perfect square term, that means square. So if you will write any value over here, whether positive or negative, you will get the positive answer. So here and here will be getting it as positive. That means f dash x is x square by 1 plus x, 2 plus x whole square should be greater than 0. So for these two values, I have no tension about this because I will be getting positive value. But what about this? Here it should be I need to find out for what values of x this should be greater than 0. So if I will take, say, x less than minus 1, that means minus 2, minus 3, then this term will come out to be a negative term, which I have to avoid because I need to find out that it is increasing function of x throughout its domain. So here I have a restriction that x should not be less than minus 1, or I can say as x should be greater than minus 1. So simply this is the restriction over here, that x should be greater than minus 1 and x should not be less than minus 1. In both ways I can say. Hence I can say it is the given function is increasing function throughout its domain.